there is something on the other side of all this anger and depression, sadness and loneliness that you're experiencing, but you have to live. I've been wondering if I would talk about this for a while now, and I figure now's a better time than any. It's pretty apparent now on this channel that I discuss some pretty dark topics, talking about, most recently, self-harm, talking about depression, disassociation, suicidal tendencies. I've kind of covered the wide spectrum of things that you don't really talk about yourself online unless you really want to be judged. And of course that happens on my channel, but that's not the point. The point is, why do I talk about these topics knowing that I'm going to get ridiculed for speaking about them? Whenever I was going through depression, whenever I was disassociating, I felt alone. And I knew rationally that I wasn't, and that other people were experiencing what I was going through, but I wasn't able to hear from them. I didn't have anybody I could reach out to help me. And I felt so isolated in what I was experiencing that at a certain point I just thought to myself, well, it's not worth bringing it to anybody else, because what are they going to do? How are they going to help me? So I just kept it inside, and I dealt with it. And well, that was a wasp. And I dealt with it. And it led to years of pain that could have been pretty easily avoided had I just reached out to friends and family that cared about me. Now with this channel, my objective always is to make the people who are watching this better in some way. Whether it be like so that they can relate to somebody, or they can be inspired by somebody, or they can just be reassured that like their hairline isn't that big of a deal. You know, just little things like that. Like, that's why I do what I do. If I can make a difference in one person's life, I've done something with this channel. I'm pretty sure I've already done that, if not more than one person. And all I really want to do is just continue to help more and more people, change more and more lives. I mean, if I made money from it, it'd be cool. You know, if I got like really popular from it, that's really cool too. But I will feel like I've done something on this channel already because of the lives that I've helped so far. And that's enough for me already. Which is why I don't like stress it when it comes to the numbers, and I don't try to make content that like really pops out and that really gets everybody's attention. I just care about making the difference. That's why I make videos like this. So why do I make depressing content? It's because it's real. It's because it's who I was. I don't want to be that anymore, and I'm recovering from that. And I'm sharing that journey with people because I want them to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is something on the other side of all this anger and depression, sadness and loneliness that you're experiencing. But you have to live long enough to get to experience that. And that's the hardest part, is choosing, because it's a choice, is choosing to live a few more days, a few more weeks, until you start to realize that life is actually worth living. And that's beautiful. And that there are things in life worth experiencing that you don't even know about yet, because you have such a limited frame of mind whenever you're so depressed like that. That's impossible to imagine a time whenever you're not going to be that way anymore. So I really do hope that you guys enjoy this channel, that you enjoy me doing what I'm doing, because I am very passionate about what I do here. And even though there are people that are making me miserable making content because they're watching me whenever I want them to get the hell out of my life, I'm doing it for the people who I can actually help, and the lives that I can touch, the difference that I can make. And to me, that's worth the struggle and the sadness and the feeling that I get inside, the gross feeling of being like having my privacy violated because people are forcing themselves to watch my channel because they're so lonely that they think that the only way they could ever connect to me is through this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and do not forget to keep it casual.